Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Yorkville YSM3 Bluetooth yet. You can stream your Bluetooth through these things. Or you can hook them up manually or both. You know, go to your computer for hardware connection and stream your phone or your iPad or your whatever device that has Bluetooth to there. Piece of cake, right? Alright, now these are a 3-inch obviously, YSM3, means 3-inch woofers. So, you guys know I've had the Mackie CR3s. I gave one set to my wife and I have the other set sitting on my PC. They make fantastic gaming monitors in place of regular computer speakers. There's like nothing better, okay? But what are these things going to be like, I wonder? Because they're also reference monitors with a 3-inch and very similarly set up to the Mackie CR3s. The exception is this is a Bluetooth and it's made by Yorkville, so tweeters are going to obviously be a different grade level, as well as the woofers are also going to be different and so on compared to the Mackies. So anyways, we will talk about all the other jibber jabber after when it comes to about, you know, buying these from Long & McQuaid if you're in Canada. Or, you know, probably you can get them on Amazon. I haven't even checked Amazon. I saw these in the store when I was in there today, and while I was there, I also decided, if you guys remember, I did a video or two on the Hughes & Kettner Spirit of Rock amp, and really couldn't afford to buy all 3 amps, and I didn't really care for the metal amp, just not my bag. But I did like the rock amp, but I did settle in the end for the vintage. So today I picked up the rock amp just to rent it for a month, and then I'm going to just buy it, right? It's kind of like, well, you know, and I want to give it another shot, and I'm more than like 78% sure I'm definitely going to be buying it. Then I saw these, and normally they're not rentable, but the manager made the exception for me, and I said, okay, well, let's try them out because we want to know what they're like. It's how we find stuff out, right? So, anyways, he agreed to rent them to me, and I thought, fantastic, that's awesome. And to buy them, of course, like I said, we'll talk about prices later, what these things cost. Right now, I say we get these things opened and see what they're going to be like. But I also got these for a month. And, you know, I figured, you know, for a month it's worth the investment. And we can find out. Very nice. Very nice woofer. Nice ring. Cool. Alright, so there's one. Now, one speaker's a slave and the other one's the master. These are amplified speakers. So here's our secondary. Just want to give it a good check over. Everything looks good. Now, these are rated at 50 watts too, so they're 5 watts more technically than the Mackies. And we do get a really super long cable with these things too, which is also really fantastic. I thought, well, that is just great. And that's pretty cool. We can spread them out if we want to. Now, we also get 1/8-inch stereo to stereo for the auxiliary input, which is on the front. Okay, so we have our main power switch and volume. Headphone jack, auxiliary in, so if you're going like old school stuff, you can use that. Especially if you have an old enough device that its Bluetooth may not be compatible with the new Bluetooth, right? Because this is going to be all the newest stuff. So anyway, they're looking good so far. There's our power cord. This is our main media cable. And I'm wondering, now that's one thing that is different. Okay, we still have the same on and off switch at the back, which is like a master control. There's our Bluetooth binding button to do our Bluetooth with. 1/4-inch inputs or the RCA, and that's a pretty good long RCA cable actually. Just at a rough guess, I'd say that's probably around 4 feet-ish. See, 1, 2, 3. I'd say almost 5 feet of cable, almost. So we'll plug that into our MacBook Air. Now I wanted these specific for the Air, only because I don't have amplified speakers of any kind for it. So I thought, well, it's worth a shot, you know, like, why not get a set? Now this has got quite the long cable here. So this is for joining the two speakers together. Red to red and black to black, guys. You know, that's how we do things. Now, I need to keep the main speaker closest, so we'll put our slave over here. And we're going to need the power cable down in there, so move this out of the way for a minute. And of course our upper speaker connects over here. And black. We're all hooked into there. White goes into white, red goes into red for your left and rights. Wow, that's plenty long. Alright, I'm going to go get things set up with a music file and stuff. I'll be right back, instant for you. Alright guys, we are back, we are set up, we are ready to rock and roll and blow the plaster off the studs. Okay, so where I like to set the volume when it comes to powered speakers is generally around the 3 o'clock position. I don't want to go completely full blast, so you know, there's half there. So we're going to go around the 3 o'clock position. We don't want to overdrive stuff, we don't want to end up distorting the snot out of things either. And we still want, you know, good optimal control, having loud volume accessible with still having great sound quality. So this is a file called Get the Beat. It's one that I did years ago for a quadcopter video or something. But anyways, let's take a listen to this one first. That's like vibrating all the stuff on my table. Not bad. So here's one called Skylight. This is another piece I did. Oh, here's the one for the quadcopter. Okay, Night Funk is another one I've done. So the max volume is about 3/4 the way up. Okay, so with the volume on the speakers at 3 o'clock position, cranking the Mac full blast is a little too much for these little 3-inch woofers to handle. They get really growly, as you've probably heard in the video. But at 3/4 of the way up on the Mac and same on the speakers, everything stays really clean. So that's actually pretty good. So let's give one more shot at this. So this is the Mac at 3/4. Let me just verify that. So yeah, that's about 3/4 there. Speakers at 3/4 position. Because when you're listening to a drum, especially, you want to be able to hear that thud, but you want it clean too. Everything needs to be clean. Okay, so let's talk price. These are $169, I believe, for these ones. YSM3 Bluetooth, yes. So it's actually a 3.5-inch speaker, not 3. So usually 3 just means 3, but it's actually 3.5-inch according to the website here. 50 watts of power output with Bluetooth, $169 Canadian. You know, I gotta tell you, I think that's a pretty good price. I think that as long as you have that volume level at the 3/4 mark on the speakers and you don't overdrive the Mac, obviously these things are going to have a very good quality sound to them. Now I will be doing probably another video on these, obviously. Again, this is just kind of like a first impressions. It's not a review. Okay, so this is like unboxing first impressions, so I will have a review on it. I actually want to put this through the sound system as well, and with my Beat Buddy going through it and the guitar and see how it goes, doing that sort of stuff with today's equipment compared to the equipment I had way back when I did these other files. So there's going to be obvious differences, right? And but so far pretty impressed. Now these also come with some rubber stick-on feet as well, which I'm going to have to put on there. They don't come with self-isolating pads, but you know, I think somewhere in here I do have an extra set. I am more than sure I have an extra set. Maybe I would just put them on there and just leave those little feet alone. Because I actually like to have these things laying down, but I may just leave them standing up to, you know, give my desk a little bit better chance of having some, you know, kind of space and evening things out more and kind of thing. But being that my MacBook Air is also a backup system, I do still use it, and you know, for regular stuff too from time to time. But it's nice to have some speakers that are better than what's in the Air. I mean, the Air is great for its own speakers for, you know, if you're sitting in front of the TV, you're at a coffee shop, that sort of stuff. I mean, you're not going to haul around powered speakers with you, right? But for stationary use, I wanted a set too. Now, even though, yes, the Air is emergency backup, I could very easily use my Mac E5s. I wanted a set just for it regardless, okay? And so I looked into these and I thought, okay, well, if I can rent them, I'll give them a shot and see how I like them. Now, so far, I think they're actually pretty good, and they are definitely, I would say so far anyways, they are definitely better than the CR3s. And I still have a set of CR3s, so I'm going to actually do some comparisons between them, which I may get on video hopefully this weekend, during the long weekend. Hopefully I can get that done for you guys. Then you can hear both sets independently and tell me what you guys actually think of the two different ones at the exact same level settings, and see which one you actually even like more. The Mackie CR3s I think are a little bit cheaper, but Yorkville is good stuff. So, you know, I've had a lot of Yorkville products, and I've never had issues with Yorkville, so they've been pretty good. So I have no complaints there. But so far, I am personally pretty impressed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for that review. And if you want to see the review and you're not subscribed, then please smash that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you know when I upload new content. And I've got other stuff going on too all the time, so you never know. And definitely feel free to browse the channel. There's like probably at least 4,000 videos on my channel by now. Getting pretty close anyhow. Alright, so that's it. That's all. Thanks so much for watching, and we shall catch you guys in the next one. See ya!